भी छुट्टी में सबको बता रही थी, this is your only off and you have agreed to actually do this live with me. That's really nice of you.
You
But
know,
yeah,
and the
कैसे?
thing is, I think everyone's just confusing this because we were supposed to do it yesterday, right? And we are
Yeah,
trying to schedule it for so
yeah,
long, and then suddenly it turns out it's on the 18th, and I realized that it's also. I'm like, why is everyone talking about Pyar Ki Kahani on this
yeah.
live? Because it's actually the day it was launched, which is like crazy.
10 years, Sukirti, and we didn't plan this, like you said. 10
Yeah,
साल हो
that's
गए.
what I
We
said. I was just telling my friend I did not plan it. I met Priya Wall just to. She was at my home like
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
an hour back, and I told her I said it's so karmic, because I never planned this. I told her that, and
yeah.
I was supposed to actually do it yesterday, but yesterday I
Yes.
didn't have an off, and today, so it's so great to. And you're looking great.
You too, you too. Now, what I'm going to do is before I start the conversation and हम अपनी coffee वगैरह पीनी शुरू करें, what I want you to do is because
Yeah,
we're talking in the times of new normal, all right? And
yeah.
you have to quickly get ready for a virtual interview or a Zoom call. So I want to know if is Sukirti a sport to give me a 30-second quick look for an interview or a Zoom call, what will be Sukirti's perfect 30-seconder look? And since it's
Okay.
the 10th anniversary of Pyar Ki Ye Ek Kahani, so why don't we have, your character's look also? I mean, you can add that little zing also.
Oh, okay. I think we already had this hair, so I don't need
Yeah.
to really add the zing.
Yeah.
But I think for a Zoom or a quick interview like what we're doing now, I definitely would just put my lipstick because
Yeah.
it makes your face a little better. So there, I
Wow.
definitely my earrings are missing.
30
So
seconds, huh? 30 seconds.
give me a minute or something. Okay. That's not opening. My boss is looking for me. This is so funny. I've never done this. Okay. All right, I'll consider that one done.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I
Mascara.
hope
Oh,
I don't
wow.
look blind now right now. Wait. Yeah. Okay, that's it. So I look fresh. Yeah. Okay. How many seconds was that?
That must be just 15. I'm not kidding. Guys,
Believe me, in Pyar
how
Ki
many
Kahani, we
seconds?
used to not even have 15 seconds. We were always called on set, and
Yeah.
our director, who later on we chilled out with, and he kind of became like a good friend of ours. We used to in the beginning not have a very good rapport, so he would think that I'm being the diva, and I was categorically not, and I would not even have 15 seconds to do whatever I wanted. So it's normal for me.
Tell me something. Pia also had that straight hair for that. Your character Pia Jaiswal had that straight hair for some bit of
Yeah,
during some part of the show.
yeah,
I want to ask you this: your curls are your statement.
yeah,
That's what defines to an extent Sukirti Kanpal.
yeah.
Have you ever had instances where makers have categorically asked you to straighten your curls because that's what it is like in television?
So they did ask me to straighten it, but I think because I have the luxury and the liberty to just wear a wig. So in Dil Mil Gaya and Pyar Ki Kahani and all the following shows, so now makers do this thing कि पहले हम इसको कर्ली बाल दे देते हैं, बाद में अगर इसकी शादी वादी होगी ना बाल सीधे कर देंगे. So what they do is they give me a wig. So yeah, I think it's part of Indian television. I think some people prefer me in straight, some people prefer me in curly, but I love my curls. I can't even tell you that when I did Pyar Ki Kahani, I asked them this question: Is it going to be straight or curly? They said curly. Because I think when I was growing up, I used to love my hair, but I don't know for what reason it just drilled into our mind that straight hair is nice, and I thought that I'd look really nice like this, and I wanted it to be acceptable,
Hmm.
you know.
Hmm.
And I didn't want curly hair to be stuck to negative. चलो ये तो negative. It's just actually पूरे आधे से ज़्यादा इंडियन पब्लिक के बाल curly हैं, तो ऐसे
Exactly.
कैसे हो सकता है? So
Exactly.
I think I think I consciously chose and I tried that I would give it that face, and I think now whenever I go, they tell me आपने अपने बालों को तो कुछ नहीं किया ना, हमें वही look चाहिए, which is so satisfying because I think that entire thought was about that, so I feel great about it.
So girls usually say that मेरे बालों में आधे घंटे लगते हैं, मेरे बालों में 1 घंटे लगते हैं. How much time does your hair take?
तो मुझको वो लोग बोलते हैं कि आप घर से बाद बस धोके आना. So this is how I would just wash my hair, and which is like curly and fluffy, and they like बस हाँ तो half an hour. So the first shot in every show is mine because they know बस makeup निकाल के बाहर आ रहे हैं. You know, other girls are straightening their hair, doing something, and I'm sitting ready, and they're like चलिए आप ही आ जाइए बाहर. It's funny, but it's also a compliment of sorts, you know. So I'm happy about that. Though I love straight hair also, I think
Yeah.
straight hair sometimes looks so nice on me, and the wigs that I've used, except for the first wig on the intro, gets a bit questionable, but I was pretty new. I think post that we did work on it, and I think we have some brilliant wig makers out there who keep on.
Okay, now tell me something. You use your mother's name as your middle name. You know, you call
Yeah.
yourself Sukirti Manju Kanat. So,
Yeah.
is this a conscious thing? Because, like your characters, and I'm getting at something here, like your characters, even in real life, you know, whatever little I know about you, it is always, it's not really challenging patriarchy. It's just being normal, accepting things that are there and not really treading that chosen path. Was it like a conscious decision that you wanted to keep your mother's name, mother's maiden name as your middle name?
I think if you look at it from my point of view, I think I get along more with my father and my mother. But I think that I'm born from her. I mean, you know, I ultimately did come out of her body. So I think that's the minimum that I can do. And I'm not, I don't think I'm challenging patriarchy or I want to do that or want to get it. I think it's just a very individualistic stand, you know. So I've always believed in that. That so, for example, instead of talking and blabbering, if 1,000 individuals take an individual stand and they say we will do or we won't do a thing, that's the change, right? I mean, just talking and talking and not doing, that doesn't make any sense. So I think a lot of things that I do are very individual, and I am a very individual person. So I believe one astrologer also told me that don't be so individual. I was like, no, I'm going to do that. So a lot of things I think I work best when I'm individual and I have thoughts that are individual. So it is a complete, you know, my own thinking. But I really like her name. Also, my brother is also named after her. She's
Okay.
Manjul. So I don't know. I just felt it and I thought that that's the minimum I could do. So, you know, because they everywhere they ask you, what's your father's name? So I said, what happened to our mother? Like, why not that?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
That was the only thought behind it.
Okay. Now, since we're also talking, and this is the 18th of October, so we have to talk about Pyar Ki Hai Ek Kahani. First of all, where's your cup of coffee so that we begin our chatter? You know, नहीं तो हमारी coffee ठंड. Oh wow, we're twinning with our cups.
I don't just have a cup. I have a matching like a muffin box, and then I have this little thing. I wish I could share it with you, but
Wow, you're making me jealous
like,
over here.
this is for all my fans. That are coming from the side. These are from my side. Yeah, so I do have my coffee ready, and I'm ready
Wow.
with it.
Do you also bake? Have you baked those or you got
I
them?
don't bake, but I cook. But I've not baked those. But I love eating baked stuff. Like I don't know. I think I can just become like a poofy cat by just eating baked stuff. So I have to stop myself. But I love eating baked stuff.
Okay. Now प्यार की एक कहानी एक 10 सालों का you know time गुजर गया है. People are wanting, even now people talk about a season 2 कि please season 2 ले आओ. What is your favorite
I wish there
memory?
was a season 2. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what these guys have to do. What I have. Would have loved to be part of season 2. And let me just start with that 10-year thing. Believe me, for me, from this end, it doesn't feel like 10 years at all. I'm like, such 10 saal ho gaye. I was just thinking,
I
like,
swear.
10 years. It doesn't seem like it. I think the entire team had put brilliant effort. It was a very wonderful show. It was a very special show. And believe me, in the beginning when we started off, I thought the show is never. I said, "Hum kya kar rahe hain?" You know, it was such a confusing and sort of a challenging show. No one had really done it, so there were a lot of execution issues, this issue. So मुझे लगा था that even if like थोड़ा भी हम कर लिए, I thought हम क्या कर रहे हैं? I never thought it would be so big. But I think all of us put that kind of effort, and like I said, it doesn't feel like 10 years at all. I mean, I just feel I'm being very honest. I know this sounds so cliche, but it just feels like yesterday. अरे मैं अभी तो कर रही थी, you know. So I think it was a very special journey. I really liked being part of it, and I think the kind of effort I had put personally was crazy. I know the entire team did, but ultimately Pia was not just Pia, she also became messy and the working hours were crazy.
Yeah.
But yes, I would love to have a part 2 with lesser crazy working hours. But yeah, maybe it might happen. I mean, I have a feel it might just. I am not sure. I
Okay.
can't say that.
Okay,
I don't have
and
to guys, because I had sort of made it by now.
so, I mean, a lot of your fans also wanted to know how many people from the cast, are you still in touch with? I know that you have very little industry friends, but you develop a camaraderie after having worked on a show for so long.
Yeah.
So, your
So
friends
I
from that
do.
show.
Yeah, so I just met, like I just said, that Wally was with me like maybe an hour back. So we keep meeting up. I definitely in touch with the director of the show. And off and on, because we all live very nearby, as, I don't know how what people know that how, but I think there are just certain buildings where all of the actors stay. So, I end up bumping into most of them. So yeah, on and off, I think we are in touch with them. If you believe me, the industry is a very small place. Even if you go somewhere, you meet someone from eons back. Like whatever I'm working on right now, I'm working with assistant directors from Dil Mil Gaye, the sound recordist of Dil Mil Gaye. It's like I'm like, why do I know everybody? So I'm in touch with everybody, but I can't say that I'm friends with everyone because it's 10 years and everyone has their own life and they're working, they're here, they're there, and I also have a life. So, I think I have a fondness for all of them, but I think particularly it would just be the director and Molly that I'm with.
Okay. Now, what I want to know is about a little bit about your journey. You are from Nainital, okay? So I want to know, how did Sukirti come into this profession? Was it like, were you always fond of the stage? Because you were from a look. I have a very very good friend who's from St. Mary's Convent, so I know the place. I've stayed in Nainital with her. So all of that, so I have a different like memory of Nainital altogether. So what are your memories? I know you shifted to Bombay and you've lived here most of your life, but what are your memories and how did this, coming into television and acting happen?
So I was very small when I took this decision. Now I would like to call myself probably tiny or extremely young. I don't know. I was just like a calf or something. But I was 12 when I decided that I'm going to be an actress. And
Acha.
I went to school very early, so you have to understand that in my class 9, I was in class 9 at the age of 12, and at 13 I did my class 10. I think that's how it, because
How?
I don't know what the hell my parents do. You have to ask them. I think we were 3 kids, and you have to understand Nainital is a very small place, and it's mostly education. So we have Sherwoods, we have St. Joseph's, we have St. Mary's, and we have all this. And there's this raging competition among parents and kids to get 90s or get your thing in the paper. It's very educational. There is no chilling or anything. You just have to study. You have to do certain things when you stay there. And I can understand because we're surrounded by educational schools. I mean, people come from really far off to study there. Like Mr. Amitabh Bachchan has studied at Sherwoods, which is like a stone throw away from my school. And St. Joseph's has had amazing, Nasruddin Shah is from there. So we have this pedigree that we all live up to and we all want to be like that in terms of academics.
Yeah.
So I think we were 3 kids and we were very naughty. We were extremely naughty. So I think the time that I turned 3 or something, or I don't know, 4 or 3.5 or something, my mother said, "Isko dilwa do test." And I passed the test and I went. So I was studying. And then I was like, कि ये सब ठीक है, as you know how I am a little bit of a rebel sort of thing, that I said मैं ये सब नहीं करूँगी, मुझे acting करनी. So first it started off like a thing that I wanted to do, but then वो automatically मेरी body में बढ़ता गया, like no, I have to do something different. I have to do something different. And believe me, in that entire St. Mary's phase, I never ever was a part of the dramatics club or any club. I wasn't.
Okay.
For a large part of it, because I'm part of this industry and I think I've learned to camouflage it pretty well, I am a very huge introvert. So I think I have learned to camouflage it pretty well. But I have been an introvert. So I used to be like, yeah, I know I can do it. But who will do it in front of these people. And I was very young. So I told my mom. So my mom was like, yeah, yeah, you do what you want. So my mom is a big time rebel like me. She's not a typical mom.
Okay.
So all these rebellious things have come from her only. My father's not like that. Pretty traditional. So then I went and I told my dad that, see, I want to do this. So he told me that you get X amount of percentage and I'll send you the copy. That's how it started. But again, like I said, I don't think I made a lot of effort. I think it was a lot of mental effort. When I came to Bombay, I was only thinking about doing it. So
Okay.
although I'm a rebel, I'm very conscious of things that I do. I'm very what can I say? I'm pretty protective about everything. So I didn't want to go and give some auditions and have some bad sort of impact on my head or meet the wrong kind of people. It was always in my head. At the same time, I used to keep thinking, कि होगा कैसे? And believe me, it was so funny. I got my first audition, my first show sitting in a cafe at 12:30 night, and then I'm doing nothing. I was just chilling with my friends, me, myself, talking like this. And the creative head of the production house that I work with sent his assistant and he said, yo, you have to come for a test. मैंने कहा ऐसे थोड़ी होता है. I was going to throw that way. And my friend said, no, we'll take you. And that's how my journey began. So I think it was a very pure thought which started when I was really young, and I think I never tried to, take a simpler route or I don't know. I think I'm still pretty, when I look around at people in the industry, I still feel that shit. Yeah, I think I'm a bit naive or something, but I don't know. I think that really works for me, and I don't want to give that away. So I'm still pretty much like that. But I think that thought was so simple and so naive and so pure that actually just fructified itself. I didn't have to make much effort. I would be lying if I had to say that I didn't need a lot of effort because I did. I definitely worked hard on the opportunities that were given, but I didn't work very hard to get here. I think my thought of becoming an actress was really very strong. I think I can just say that.
But that's very beautifully put, Katie. And not many people, especially in this industry or otherwise also in any sphere, would say that things or would harp on this word simple. They really undermine this word, and the way you put it, I'm impressed. I must say that I want to put this on record. I think you were just 19 or maybe 20 when you did Jersey Number 10.
Yeah.
You were what, 19 years old?
Yeah.
And then 20 saal pe you did Dil Mil Gaye. So that was one principal
Even
character.
that, what had happened? So Shilpa Anand, obviously she did a brilliant job. There's no doubt about it. And you can imagine, so for example, I'm sitting here, and right opposite I would see all the A-list actresses and that. And I was very small, didn't understand what is A-list, what is B-list. I used to be just like, ye lines mein अच्छे से बोल लूँ जाके, So every day, these actresses are coming and doing their tests, and I used to just look at them and I'm like, okay, nice, very nice. One day I come and in my makeup room, those clothes are hanging of Dr. Ridhima.
Okay.
I'm like, अरे भैया, dress दादा आपने गलत रख दिया. He's like, नहीं यही रखना. I was like, I don't know what's going on. Then someone comes and tells me, you have to test for it. I thought it's a joke. I was like, okay. I went to my set, started working. I got a call from the producer. He said, do you want to be a part of our show or not? What is it? I said, what? I said, I'm actually in the middle of a shot. Can you ask them to leave me and I'll go and I'll give it? I packed, I finished my shot here. I went there. I did like the 2 shots out of the thing with Kara. And they're like, yeah, okay, from tomorrow you're Ridhima. I'm like, what? Did someone explain what happened? So I'm really telling you, so things happen to me. I mean, I don't know how I can put it. I would not say that I think I work very hard here to get that. I never looked at, everyone said that look at what Shilpa did. I mean, obviously she did a brilliant job, but I did not see. I did what I thought was my version of it because I couldn't hold that on my shoulders. But it was a very big show at that point of time, and I had to match up, and I did that as much as I could. So I think definitely the opportunities were there, but to really kind of justify them, I did work very hard. So I think that combination of working hard plus getting the right thing at the right time. So it's funny, but that's how it works for me always, I think.
Do you remember that first shot which you did with Karan for sort of an audition for Dr. Ridhima?
Yeah.
Were you very
I have
intimidated?
an eidetic memory, so I remember things as it went. So I was wearing yellow salwar suit and I was wearing a white shirt. And it was right in front of Cinevista Studio. There's like a little garden where they end up shooting. And he said something and I was feeling really sad and I was feeling very sad. And they said, Jaya, ye hamari Ridhima. what happened, I was doing that show. So it's a slight bit of, I feel a slight bit of karmic, or whatever. I think I believe in my thinking, so it's great. But I definitely post that once that big gift is given to me, I have kind of made that effort to hold it up and do well. So I think now, talking about Dil Mil Gaye, now that I look at the, earlier I didn't even have time to, but now that I look at the footage, sometimes people keep tagging me and I see it. I think looking at 10 or how many years experience it has been and what I can do now, I see myself and I'm like, oh, I didn't do so bad. I think I did whatever was given to me pretty well. Because at that time I was so young. I was like, am I doing this well? Am I doing that well? But now when I look at it, I'm like, okay, I think I was good. I can say that now. Yeah.
Looking back at these many years where you have been in the profession, have you have you zeroed in on this one thing that you think is your forte in acting? कि मैं ये चीज अच्छे से करती हूँ, या फिर I can mug up my lines and then emote it well, or anything, any facet of your personality as an actor which you can ace. What do you think that?
I think I definitely can mug up the lines. There is no doubt. So once I've done the lines, you can wake me up at 2 a.m. and say, Sukirti, start doing it, and I'll do it exactly the way it's supposed to be done. But I think my forte definitely is love stories. I think that resonates with me, and I think I personally also understand what love is, and all that thing. I'm ultimately a girly girl, so and I think that introversion really helps a person while they do love, a love show, because introvert knows how to hide their feelings, or how to emote it only with eyes. I think that's what's needed, and I think that really helps me, and I think that is my forte for sure. So coming to that video that you made of your own, of this.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Yes.
But if you look at it, that's all I'm doing. I'm looking at everyone. So I think that's something that works for me. I think it's just my look. I think my eyes do talking rather than the dialogue, and I think that's what works. But I think I have to really give it to your edit. Just throw me another someone else.
So guys, this is what Sukirti has been talking about. The creatives मैंने बनाए थे, उसमें she thought that it's really funny that she's only falling into the arms of all the guys that she's watching.
I'm with Samantha. I'm like, okay, this is not what the hell is going on. But no, it was fun, and it really gave me good perspective about the fact that sometimes I think I really take things that I've done for granted. I mean, I don't take it so like, I obviously do it, and it's praiseworthy. I mean, most of it I think, and kids really like it, and people like it. But I think that when I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, nice, how nice. Now I think I should take it seriously. I don't think I take it so seriously.
Now, good that you mentioned this love story part, and that being your USP. I have seen this one thing about your career graph that you have not really, I wouldn't call it falling prey to, but that's what television was defined as for very many years, the Saas Bahu dramas. And somehow you have steered clear of it, while doing these love stories, these romances. That's why the connect with the youth is so much. I can understand that, housewives and even women who want to watch shows like this would connect with like a Saas Bahu drama. There was a phase that was a big thing. But, your career started with this, and, you were playing the girl next door. You were not really draped in those bahus clad saris, different saris in different colors, and all that was not a majority or major part of your career. So was that also a conscious choice, or was it just that you wanted to do these kind of roles more than playing just a bahu?
So to be honest, I've never said that, oh, I will not be a bahu or something, but I think I believe it's the way I carry myself. I don't think I come across like that. I mean, I would definitely come across like, I think that's what I think. I can be absolutely wrong. But I think I come across this, urban girl who's, I don't know, who I think so, who just stands for herself or something like that. Though I've definitely, tested for a lot of shows like this, and I think make us very interested. But I think, I don't know, I think also it's because of the choice of shows, but I felt I've always felt that those are, I mean, even the project that I'm doing now, it's so me, it's so relatable. Like you'll be like, I know a girl like this. You're understanding what I'm saying?
Yes.
Whereas
Yes.
for me, I also see, I'm not saying anything else, but I think these are more relatable to me. I think they come easily to me. I'm not saying I did that show Kaisa Ishq Hai, in which I did play a sort of a rural thing later on, which also I think convincingly. But I think this comes when you know, when you as a writer or as a producer, if you're looking at someone who's like urban, someone who's who's fitting that bill, I think they think of you. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that is the thing. But again, it's my forte and it's not a part of the mainstream thing. But I think I'm fine with it. I think I've flourished in that position, and I think I've done justice to a lot of shows like that. And I'm not saying I would not do a Saas Bahu show or something in the future. I don't know what the future holds,
Yeah.
but currently I'm not doing anything like that.
So currently, this shoot that you are doing, just tell us something about it. Can you talk about it? Because it's a
Yeah,
new
I
project.
knew that they are going to kill me. I wish it actually, had the lockdown and pandemic not happened, I think we would probably just, even I'm waiting for it to come, because it would just be bang on as to what I'm talking about. And you guys would be like, yeah, okay, I think she can only say something like this. So it's really interesting. I think it's definitely a little grown up for, I mean, it's not like a child, and it's not like, oh, we're still in college or something, but
Yeah.
it's so cool. I think it's it's very us, it's very, what can I say, it's very today, so
Okay.
I think and also I think it's time for all of us to, like, for example, if I look at television, I'm not comparing and I'm not saying, oh, suddenly we should start eating the best. No, I think there are a lot of issues that have to be addressed, especially in India, and they really boil my blood at times. But I think that television as a medium, at least for now, till we all don't become so sci-fi that we only see it on our tablets or our phones, is a medium of change. Also, it's also a medium of what would I say, conveying something to the masses.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know that I feel that. Somewhere that change has to come, and I mean, you know how I'm a little parallel. I would love to be part of that change, because we can't keep showing the same things that we are just I mean, the kind of stuff that I see is happening to people and stuff. I think in the middle of that, I feel that you should just grow up in television a little bit. I'm not saying that don't make it. I think now makers are also pretty sensitive, so those shows are not that stuck up, but I think still we have room for improvement. I think all shows have room for improvement, even the ones that I've done. But I think there is a time, aa jata hai. We are in 2020. Coronavirus has hit us, for God's sake, and we
Yes.
can't
Yes.
make shows that we were making 20 years back. And also, I think I think there was a time when women won't speak and won't do things, and ye mat bolo, wo mat bolo. But I think it's time, like, what happens to people is really bad. So I think it's a medium of change, and we should present it in that. I mean, a topic can be anything from village to TV. I mean, to urban life, but I think the message should be a progressive message. That's all that I think.
Okay.
That's what I feel. Yeah.
Okay, we're also talking in the times, we're talking about television and the growth and everything. One thing that has reached its 14th year is Big Boss. You've been part of the 8th season of Big Boss. Are you following any bit of it this year?
So I did see it for Rubina, because I mean, I know her, and we have this on and off. We could keep talking. I was also invited to her wedding, which I did not go. I mean, because I was in my hometown, it was a very long drive. I said I can't. No, I did see it, also because a few of my friends were posting about her, but I've not been following it because I'm not at home at that time mostly, especially when it's airing. So because I'm doing or something like that, or I'm just going to sleep pretty early. But I think it's an interesting show. I think I was pretty much non-controversial, very clearly. But it's an interesting show to be a part of, and I think it's fun, yeah. Till you're there, it's fun. Maza aata hai.
But since you had your
who was eliminated came in and then suddenly act. So it was not something that the contestants had decided. So I did feel that, but I was like, it's okay. I mean, it's fine. I mean, I don't have to go around looking through and cry about it. So I was okay, but yeah, I definitely thought that if I was there for longer, it would have been much more fun. Yeah.
Okay. And out of all the shows that you've been part of, I know it's been your associations, you can't really pick and choose one, but any memory that stays with you would always stay with you, whether it is shooting for one of the shows or the story concept that you really associated with, which one would that be?
Now that's actually a tough. Uh, it's actually very tough. But I'm just thinking that which one should I say, which one should I not say. So I think my top 3 picks then I'll give.
Yeah. Okay.
It has to be प्यार की एक कहानी, दिल मिल गया and अगली जन्म में बिटिया की. I think these 3 shows I really enjoyed because one was obviously very special to me, Dil Mil Gaya, because it was just like, it was just like I thought my vision just came in front of me. So I don't think it could have gotten better for me at that age. I think Pyar Ki Kahani because of the entire, to be honest, from direction department, eventually the production also. Earlier we were all on, loggerheads at each other, but later on we all sobered down. And then the cast had an amazing bond. So I think that. And then even Agle Janam Hoy Vijay Ki, it was one of the shows which, I mean, we had such senior artists like, Sudesh Berry, we had Sushmita Mukherjee, we had Rupa Gandhi, there was Rangan, there was Abhishek. There was like really refined artists there, but believe me, nobody had 1 inch of attitude or I'm this, and no one had baggages on that set, and we bonded even better than Pyar Ki Kahani on that set. So even when I was doing Pyar Ki Kahani, I would actually just be on their set half the time, like whenever I was doing. So I think these 3 shows were very memorable for me. I also learned a lot from these shows, especially from Dil Mil Gaye and Agle Janam. I think I took that finesse that I learned from it to Pyar Ki Kahani. So it was that entire training of because we had very good directors. Agle Janam was directed by a brilliant director, and learned so many things. And then I took that, and then Parthisan was there, who's again particularly brilliant. So I think the finesse that was carried forward to Pyar Ki Kahani was from these 2 shows. So I think it was just I was just learning to just give a better show to everyone.
Okay. Now is the time for my next segment. I call it Sip and Spill. Okay, I want you to hold your coffee cup. Sip and spill. Don't spill your coffee, please, but do spill some tea for me. I want you to be telling me whether you've done these instances that I would narrate to you. If you've done it, it's like never have I ever. You take a sip if you've done it, and you tell me the story behind it. सिर्फ sip लेके चुप नहीं होना है. You'll tell me the kahani behind it.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead.
All right. Take a sip. If you wanted to be a lawyer, you're already taking a sip. If you ever wanted to be,
I was just like, take a sip.
Take a sip if you ever wanted to be a lawyer. You did.
Yeah, I did want to be I would have. In fact, I was just thinking sometime back only that why did I not do it? I could have easily done it, parallelly. I could have done it because I think my father is such a brilliant lawyer. He knows so many things. There are so many books, but I think I can just be at one place as a person and just apply my art to one thing. But I would have definitely loved to be a lawyer like my father.
Okay, somebody has told me that you like to actually see what's happening in the share market and you like to actually have an eye for stocks and shares. Please take a sip of that.
It's true. I love doing that.
कैसे भाई मतलब lawyer बनना चाहते थे, actor हो, and then stocks and shares. How?
Because I think, I don't know, it's just an interest of mine, and it's not just an interest, I think I take it very seriously because I think, I don't know, I'm very So my brother used to work for a mutual fund, and then
Okay.
he got into investing and stuff. And then I was just like, okay, what is this? And I have been a studious person. Let me tell you, before my class 10 started, and if any of my classmates ever see this, they will know it. Because I wanted to score really big, I had locked myself in a room for 3 months. I used to only come out for eating, and I was only studying. So
Wow.
I have studied, and I can study, and I can still study, and that's how I do my dialogues very well, because they're so easy for me in front of all of that, right? So I was like, okay, maybe I can study this Marina. Parte, I actually got like a knack of it, and then I realized, and I read a lot of what do you call, I go on all these websites like Money Control, Stable Investor, all of these, and then I keep seeing the trends, and I don't know. I think this entire thing of managing your finances very has just taken a house in my head, and yeah, I think it's nice. I think everyone should be in control of their finances. Life would become very easy for most of us. Then.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, I
I
like
need special consultancy from you to even understand the S of stocks. Like, I don't understand shit. I really don't understand
it.
it.
That's okay. That's okay. You should start reading up. You'll understand better.
Okay. All right. All right. Next one. Take
Yeah.
a sip. If you obsess about designer handbags.
I don't know.
So I'll tell you why is this question on my list. Like, whatever pictures that I have seen on your Instagram, they have
I'm
a
going to
nice,
hide my reaction.
they have a beautiful bag in the foreground or background somewhere. They have.
Yeah, that's really true. I don't know. I think, yeah. I mean, what's life without a good hand? It's
कितने
going to
अभी
sound
तक
so
कितने how
vain
many?
and so not, but I don't know. I think now even like I like designer handbags, and yeah, I don't know. It's just a habit. There's no reason for it. I mean, and they last a bit longer than the normal ones. Like I'm really telling you, the best handbags that I have, they're from 2011 or 12. And believe me, when I take them out, even today, people ask me, when did you buy this? And I'm like, believe me, you're not going to believe me. The quality does last. That's my funda of buying them. I do not have an issue with any other bags. I just feel that they last long. I
What is
also
the
have an
number?
OCD, so I
What
like
is?
to take care of my things that are there.
Achha,
So I'm not
okay.
going to. So I'm like, okay, if I really have to take care of this thing and vacuum it and keep it and take care of it in all the seasons, it might as well be worth it, because I
Yeah.
have this issue like keeping everything nicely, and. So I'm like, yeah. That's the only logic that I can tell you. It's going to sound so vain, I know, but
But so,
that's
okay, roughly, what's the number in your closet of the bags that you have?
uh, I think 17 or 18. I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's a huge number. All right. Okay, you are from a girls' school. You went to a girls' college. Now tell me, take a sip, if you were a brat in school or college. You weren't. You were a nerd. Nerd.
I was a nerd. You can ask anyone. If Sufayas was in my class, I used to sit in the first bench, writing notes before the
In
exam
college.
would happen. Yeah, first bench. Because my father told me that if you don't come first, you are going to come back. So I used to sit on the first bench, get the first rank. This is what I used to do. So I was a nerd. I was a very well dressed nerd. So I would probably look exactly like this without a little bit of the concealer that I have.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
just look like this and be sitting on the first bench. But I had to sit on the first bench. And after a point of time, it became a habit. I was studying from my class 9 to my class 10. पूरा class 10 पढ़ा, फिर अच्छा किया. So you know how you become habitual to doing something. So I become habitual to actually studying. Also, I was not interested in partying or going out, and I was taking care of my diet. I mean, whatever diet that I was thinking I was doing, like eat less and sleep on time. I read somewhere that, you should go to sleep at 10. And my roommates used to hate it, because I used to just go and say, what is this? Please go to sleep and something. What's wrong with her? So I was into all this kind of things. So I was a nerd for sure, but a slight bit of a twist over there.
Well, but actually, you are all definitions of a nerd, huh? You like reading everything and you actually follow it to the
So
T
even now
also.
when I get the script, I don't just read it. I'm reading it, I'm learning it, and then I take a pen and I write it. I'd write it 2-3 times, so I know exact. So that's also a habit. That's a nerdy habit that has just lived on in my body. And it
I'm
is
sure.
going
I'm
to
sure
work.
the books, the fiction, even the fiction that you read has scribbled notes on it. I'm
Yeah,
sure
it
of
has
that.
scribbled notes. If I can't make a note, I consider this that I don't remember this. I can't do this. It has to have notes, and I still make a flow chart. So if there is a line which I have to say important things, so obviously I can form a sentence, but I would just write the important things and it's a flow chart. So from here to here to here to here. And if you're like, what is this? I'm like, leave it. You will not understand. It's just my. So yeah, I'm like that.
Okay, all right. That's an interesting fun fact. Okay,
Yeah.
take a sip if you've ever written or received a love letter. I'm asking this considering you've been part of a girls' school, but ever received or written a love letter?
Uh,
Huh? Colony, colony
what?
boys, colony boys who's written. Have you written or received?
No, no, not written, please. I was not interested in such controversy at all. I was so conscious मैं ज़्यादा बात किसी से नहीं करती थी पर मेरा जब भी जो बॉयफ्रेंड था तब he used to write to me so we used to वो
Oh, sweet.
ज़माने में used to either have the landline or used to write so I used to really write and I used to really like wow think about it for hours I mean as dumb as it sounds right I don't know what I was doing I mean I can't even believe that was me but yeah I did that a lot especially in my class 9 and 10 I've done that a lot.
Okay, nice. Nice. Take a sip. Since you have been part, you've obviously grown up in Nainital, and I know
Yeah.
because Ruskin Bond पढ़ के हम सब बड़े हुए हैं, and we all remember
Yeah.
Ruskin Bond ghost stories,
Yeah.
and there are ghost stories really in Pahar. So take a sip if you remember any stories of your grown up होता है ना नानी दादी सुनाती हैं वो कहानियाँ, and you still believe in one story that is stuck with you. कि ऐसा होता है.
So obviously नानी दादी तो बताती हैं वो तो है ही but you know I have to tell you this that when I was small I was very naughty and the person who was there who used to look after us when my mom was really sick of three of us throwing things around and breaking things because I was the naughtiest he would tell me Doordarshan में उस समय I mean this is the funny part of telling you and then I'll tell you the story also
Okay.
there was this ad that used to come like how an ad is coming for coronavirus उसमें
Yeah.
mail के लिए ad आता था so you would say mail that dirt
हाँ
that
हाँ
you
हाँ
have
हाँ.
so that mail would come like this mail मैं तुम्हें खा जाऊंगा और मैं उससे डरती थी so my mom had found me and I remember those graphics man till then I used to be so scared and used to be like don't go near the bathroom because I would slip and fall there's mail there so for a very long time I was scared of that alley that used to go to the I was like I'm so scared but the folklore or whatever the ghost
Yeah.
story that I've heard from my mom is that if you've been to Nainital, there was a brewery in the Bish estate, right?
Yeah,
The brewery, and it had come under the landslide. So there was a folklore, or probably it's a real story. I don't know. My mom says it's a real story. So the owner of that one of the brewery was a Britisher, So before the landslide could come, he informed everyone and said that there's going to be a landslide. Leave. So he left. Everyone left, and he was, he came under the landslide because you know how dangerous landslides can be. So he came under the landslide, and then he used to roam headless in his horse, just to look after everybody. My mom says she's.
And you believed in it for the longest time. You still believe in it.
I feel scared also for the longest time. So now I can believe anything. Sometimes I don't see or don't think about all this ghost stuff at night because it's very crazy.
Okay. So that's a given. Even when you're binging on series on Netflix, the ghost
Listen,
stuff
when I
is.
go abroad, even when I'm in the hotel room alone, I think I was in Dubai and suddenly there was some sound in the room. I'm pretty sure. You know what I did? I just took my charger and however I ran and I sat in the lobby. And that girl was sitting, what was wrong with her? And I did not go up till 6 a.m. till the sun didn't rise.
Oh shit!
So I feel that scared, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, this is the last one. Since you are a Kumaoni, right?
Yes.
That's what. So okay. So do you can you speak in Kumaoni or do you remember anything that you guys still talk? Okay, you do. So take a sip. If you can sing in Kumaoni.
Yeah, I can. So
Yeah, up to pay. What is?
Tak 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 Kamla song is there. Do you
Please
also know
sing.
it?
No, I don't know.
Mommy, what's the full lyrics? I know Tak 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 Kamla, but Tuli Lagai. I love that song. It's also sung hugely, but I mean I'm pretty embarrassed right now.
क्या
This is the
मतलब है
makeup.
उसका? What is the meaning of this song? Do you remember? Do you know the meaning?
Uh, please ये मत बता. Mommy meaning. No, I do. You know, I'll tell you. I think I just have to blame this to the convent that I went to. So when I was really small, I remember this so clearly, and I tell this to everyone till now. So we didn't have normal nuns like Indian nuns like nuns from Kerala or the parts of the world. We had Irish nuns, and we were like so small, okay. And we would go there yapping in Hindi or Pahari or whatever, and so we had this rule: talk in English, talk in English, talk in English. So you won't believe it that till sixth I couldn't even write properly.
Okay.
I couldn't form a sentence in Hindi. I couldn't write because it was drilled into our head. And I think probably that's the reason I have very good English. I have to give it to it. But like we did suffer with our local languages. So, I mean, I have to blame myself out.
Okay, the song that you are currently that's playing on your on your system or in your head on loop. What is that current favorite song? I know it's difficult to pick a song, but what's the current favorite song? Since I couldn't get you to sing on this one, I have to get you to sing on the other one.
Oh, you have to sing that song. So, but I have to know the full lyrics also, right? So all of them are English songs only. So I like Post Malone, Sunflower. I like Post Malone, Circles. But I'm thinking of a song that I can actually sing because those lyrics are even I don't understand when I'm like, okay, great, I can't understand anything. No, can I understand Kumauli? No, can I understand this? Great. So wait, let me think of a song जो मुझे अच्छा लगता है. हिंदी भी चलेगा.
कुछ भी. Anything that you think you can sing well in.
Now she is like, छोड़ो इसको तो कुछ भी अच्छा ही गा लो बहुत होगा. Okay, let me think of a song. कौन सा Ed Sheeran? No. She's really got me thinking now. So boring.
What do you jive on as a family? I know that people. I don't know. I can talk about this friend of mine only because that's my reference of people from Nainital or from Pahar for that matter. They are really musical. They are beautiful. Like they're mellifluous.
My parents also very. So we in Holi we used to have these Pahari people come in. I mean, obviously when I'm Pahari, full dholak and all. Even I have this dholak and all at home. सब बजा रहे हैं और सब खा में. I mean, anyone would just like all random people would be just coming in, walking into our houses, singing songs and leaving. I know what had happened once during those times. So there was this, this school, the girls' school and boys' school. So we had some boys' school boys who we used to not like, and while they were passing by, we clearly, put water on them and did everything. And while all the singing people came, you know what they did? They colored us silver. Silver paint on my face.
Oh God.
And no one noticed, no my dad, no my mom, and by the end of it, we were silver. I was silver here, I was silver on my face, my hair was silver, I was silver.
किसी ने पूछा नहीं बेटा क्यों चमक रहे हो?
अरे सब म्यूजिक बजाते थे बीच में, पहाड़ी गाने गा रहे थे वो लोग होली के. Don't look at us, and suddenly we all know there's a paint when I'm silver, and that paint came out in one full day, so painfully.
I'm sure. And what about the hair? बालों को बहुत देर में निकला.
Oil, all that, that karwa tel and all, they put everything on my head. Nothing. It was, and the best thing was the next day when I went to school, they said, "Wow, you're looking extra fair today." I'm like, "Yeah, really?"
साई करके पेंट निकाला.
What's wrong with them? Are they colorblind? What the heck? They actually said that. So yes, they are very musical. They forget a lot of things in music. तो मैं सोच रही हूँ कोई अच्छा गाना गा लेती हूँ. Otherwise I sing. What's wrong with me right now? I don't know. I think it's my introversion that is. अरे मेरे को सच में किसी से पूछना पड़ेगा कोई गाना सजेस्ट कर.
Tell me,
Why don't you
guys.
suggest a nice Hindi song?
Okay, I would actually give it to the people over here. Please एक
Yeah.
गाना बताओ जो want Sukirti to sing, and she'll sing it for you. Provided she knows the lyrics. प्यार की है एक कहानी. Did the show have a title
इसमें कोई
song?
गाना नहीं था.
हाँ, it had just
कौन
the
सा गाना
music.
था?
No? It had just the music, and probably they used to use the current
Priya
favorite
is
of
saying
them.
get a dholak and sing. You're so mean. She is really very mean. Dil Ibadat. Can
Yeah,
you suggest a song? 10 years, what? Dil Ibadat.
Dil
I think
Ibadat.
everyone wants me to sing Dil Ibadat.
Because I think that was used a lot.
आसमानी रंग हो, प्यार की धूप हो, something. That's Sanjeevni.
That's Dil Mein Gaya.
आँखों में है अलग चांदनी. Something. It's a very nice song, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Or I can even sing one line of Dil Ibadat. Dil Ibadat कर रहा है धड़कने मेरी सी, तुझको कर वहाँ से लगी है ये धड़कन. I just know one line.
Oh, wow.
So that's
nice.
all.
That's brilliant. Very nice.
Yeah.
You're a spot. So on that note, what I'm going to do is I hope guys that have asked most of your questions that you wanted to ask Sukirti, but I'm just taking 2 of your questions because I'm getting so many of them. So I just skimmed through a lot of questions that I'm getting here. And I would ask 2 questions to you from this one. Okay. This is by Vinisha Patel. When is your new project 9 months airing on TV? Can you talk about this project, or is there something else which you can talk about?
I can talk about how we are all on lockdown in coronavirus. How did everyone's coronavirus go? I want to read. Did you get it?
Guys,
Has it been
guys.
read for you?
So guys,
Please tell me. Skip next. It's coronavirus, guys.
okay. This is by Jaideep. What decides whether you take a role, growth as an actor, or the response of the people? Do you preempt the response, or do you think that अच्छा ये लोगों को पसंद आएगा and that's why you take a project, or it's just only how well is it written?
So I think primarily for me it would be how well is it written. Primarily, but also being a part of the industry, I've understood that maybe this will strike a chord with the audience, or this is something we would do, or this is something which will look nice to my personality. So I think first really what the subject is about, to be honest. Just what is the subject? What are we dealing with over here? Is it a love story? Is it a struggle story of a girl? Is it, what is it? Then I would think, oh, is it going to relate? Because sometimes, what happens is that things that we do, like for example, I mean, to be honest, I did sign Pyar Ki Kahani, and then when I was doing it, I thought that I don't think this is going to work. But it did work. So, and people remember it even today. We're talking about it today. I mean, when did I do it, So, I think sometimes you do things, and then the value of that thing is only understood eventually. And we see that for a lot of films of a lot of artists, like for example, what is that film of Amir Khan and Salman Khan together, the fun film?
अंदाज अपना अपना.
Yeah. So when it was launched, he himself said that it was not a commercial success, but look at us now, everyone talks about that.
Everyone, yeah.
So I think sometimes you just do things because you really want to do it. Like how I'm saying that when I look at Dil Mil Gaya, what I did now, I'm like, wow, like I was good, But at that point of time, I was just doubting myself. Am I good? Was the shot nice? Was my makeup fine? So I think eventually we all grow onto it, and then we realize the importance of what had happened later on. So I think some projects are like that. So it would be first the writing and then the editing.
Okay. This one last question, since we're talking about a decade of Pyar Ki Ek Kahani, any favorite scene that you would love to narrate right now as you look back? Your favorite memory.
Yeah, there is I think I can narrate 1 to 2 of them for sure, not just one. So there was this one where we were in Panchgiri, and this girl was playing my sister, Priya Wall. I'm pretty sure everyone knows her. She was supposed to slap me. So she said that, okay. So she did a fake slap, and I reacted. मुझे थप्पड़ पड़ा. Then when it was my turn, I gave it to. And believe me, my hands just look like this. But when I hit someone, ना बहुत जोर से लगा. And she was just like, "The hell you actually hit me?" And after that, I was like, she's like, "No, it's fine." But actually, I knew I hit her really harsh.
Oh. And she's like, yeah, मैंने तो I let you go. What is this? You could have fake
I
slapped
just
me.
whacked her totally. Then there was another scene
Yeah.
where I had just come back from Dubai. I mean, I'd gone to Dubai and then I had to check back on set at 9. And they had a coffin made, because Maitli gets into the coffin and she's worried.
Yeah.
You know what I did? I stepped in the coffin. And they're like, wake up, Sneezy, wake up. I'm like, oh God, what am I doing? Because I used to be so tired. What else to do? And I think all those scenes which used to happen when I'm in the jungle, I don't know why I'm in the jungle. Like, I don't understand why am I here. Like, I'm here. And I would always, I'm in Dehradun and I'm behaving like as if there is no public transport or nothing and I'm just going to walk it up. And there used to be always this fixed uncle who used to pick me up and give me a lift. It was a joke. So we used to all think, why is Pia walking? And why is who's this uncle? So these are the fun scenes that I actually remember all. Obviously, I think the last dance sequence that we did, which I was wearing, clearly remember it was such a beautiful dress. The one that you also used in your
Yeah.
cut. I think that was a very, very nice, like a nice ending. I think that day was beautiful. So there are a lot of memories, but I remember the fun parts because for most of it, it was very taxing for me because I had to be very serious one time. And another thing was that any guy that used to come into the show used to be in love with me. So I used to be talking to the main hero. Then ये भी है, then ये भी है. अरे तो मुझे इससे क्या बोलना मैं भूल जाती थी. So I had so much attention that I used to lose it at times. It was really funny, but now that I look at it, it's fun. But when you're doing it seriously, it's not fun.
While you were shooting for Pyar Ki Ye Kahani, did you ever binge onto the Vampire Diaries? Because that was one show that was a fad internationally. Have you ever, did you ever watch it, binge onto it because of the
Believe
characters?
me, you know how many hours we were working? I was working minimum 18 hours every day. I think the first October, November, December, January, February, first 5 months I worked 18 hours. It could go to 24 and 36 hours also. Because the show was demanding and then there was script issue. And then, it was usually used to be shot at night. और वो कितने भी shoot कर लो, complete नहीं होता. So I had time for absolutely nothing. And after doing my version of, I was like, नहीं मैं नहीं पढ़ सकती हूँ, it's enough. I don't want to read it. I know, I mean, we were, I think technically whatever we could do it then we did, but I don't think we were at par at that. But I think we made a pretty good Indian version.
Yes. Okay, and before I let you go, I want to know about this one thing. Since we started with talking about hair, and there was somebody who was asking me how do you actually maintain your curls and maintain your curly hair.
My curls.
And since you were also talking about your mother, tell me
Yeah.
how strict was she in sending you to school with a particular? Did you have those plaits and stuff? वो जो तेल वगैरह लगा के बच्चे स्कूल में जाते हैं, did it happen to you also?
I think that statement was so good till you said, "Tell me about your mother," and I thought I'll say something nice, and then so what used to happen is that the hair that you're seeing now,
Yeah.
I had at least 5 or 6 times the hair, and this is not a joke. I'm not joking. It was, I had some crazy amount of curls.
Yeah.
And I used to hate combing them because, and my sister had this lovely straight hair and really nice. And I used to be like, why can't I have a hair like this? So every day in the morning, she used to be like, I used to be scared कि अभी कंघी लगाएंगे और मुझे दर्द होगा, because when the hair right at the bottom, they're so curly, and when you yank it, that really hurts. But I can understand my mother's perspective. She's getting 3 kids ready. I'm pretty sure she must be going crazy, and she did not have time for my transfer, so she would just yank it. So what I used to do, there was a window. So I would get ready, eat my breakfast, and then just take the bag and try to tiptoe. And then she'd call me, and just yank my hair. So then I think my dad understood that, and then my dad used to make my hair. So they were always plaited. Because I did not know, as a child, I did not know मेरे बाल सीधे हैं, curly है, क्या है, उससे शायद. They used to be oiled most of the times, and I used to have these round things coming from here, like the baby hair. So I had like 10 question marks and then one flag.
Okay, that's nice. I'm glad I asked that question. That's interesting.
Okay, that was it. But then my own sister told me, I think you have really nice curls, and I think you're spoiling them by just, you know. So what I used to do is, because they were so big, the moment that I washed them, I started combing them and just, you know, just making a mess out of it. So she told me, I don't think you should do this. I think you should do that. And then one day, I washed my hair, we just combed them, and we left them, and then they were, oh, transformation. Beautiful hair. So I think what people need to understand with curly hair is, firstly, I think more than half of the population has curly hair.
Yes.
They're really nice till we start spoiling them and ironing them. And thanks to my parents, so I was really small and I told my father, I'm going to straighten my hair. He said, if you do anything to your hair, you had it. And thank God he said that. Because, you know, when you're small, you can have a lot of insecurities come on. And
Yes,
okay, now
yes.
people are still saying that curly hair is smart. When I was small, I'm not talking about 2010 and all, I'm talking about 10 years back from there. Every ad was a straight hair ad. There was no brand has curly hair. When my own mother has curly hair, there was no recognition of curly hair. मतलब है ही नहीं. तुम या तो सीधे हो या गंजे हो. I don't understand. So I was just like, so I think that Eureka discovery was so huge for me. So, and I think I just took it from there and I said, no, I think this is what I'm going to stick to. And I did that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I did that. And I think everyone should do that. So,
Yes.
I think it just takes a little bit. I think what curly hair teaches you is patience. You just have to be a little patient with your hair, so it's not going to just like suddenly comb and stuff. So I think taking a very good shampoo, oiling them, keeping them nicely, and not cutting them very often, because I've seen a lot of curly people. What they do is they kind of start chopping them. So imagine if I chop my hair in steps right now. So my half hair would have popped like this and half like this, and here I would have nothing. Can you imagine a hairstyle like that? So I think we just need to get innovative. We need to accept it, just take care of it, and then probably do another segment where I can tell everyone what I use and wash my hair in front of them. I have really thought of that though. I really want to do that, because even I get so many DMs. What do you do with your hair, Manika? I'll have to physically show it. So here
Yeah.
I'm washing my hair. But I think it's an asset overall. I have seen girls with beautiful curls either not accepting them or just not keeping them tidy. You know, I think it's just once you start keeping something nicely, it just starts looking nice. So I think that's and I think just be confident about it. I mean, you can just have straight or curly. That's about it. Like, there is no other type of hair
That's
that
true.
you can have. I think it's
That's
just
true.
acceptance.
So
Yeah.
this is going to be, or like before I end this interview, this is going to be a promise that you will go and do like an IGTV or whatever on live, probably. Or
I definitely will. I will. I think that's what I would do on my
Yeah.
birthday. I'll be like, here on my
Oh,
birthday.
nice.
This is what I do.
Nice.
All curly hair girls. Yes.
So thank you
It
so
was
much
so
Sukriti,
nice
for
talking
doing.
to you and so much
Same
fun.
here. Same
Yeah.
here. So what I'm going to do is cheers to individuality, cheers to taking a stand and actually treading the path that you've set out to. Thank you so much for doing this. It was really lovely.
Lovely
Really
to see you too. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
everyone.
Bye. Take care. Bye.
Bye.